That's the signal.
Oh, the following contains offensive language and spoilers. Listener discretion is advised. Big booty hose.
My fault. I didn't mean to step on your toes, Eli. I didn't mean to step on your toes. I knew you were gonna feel it when it came in. How y'all doing? I'm Leroy. Welcome to Comic Book Bullies. This is Leroy, aka Jingle Bells, Batman Smells, Robin the Egg, the Batmobile broke his wheels, and the Joker got away. Hey, with my co-host.
Oh yeah, this is Eli, aka Santimus Prime.
Nice. Okay. And for the nursery rhyme I did, if anybody knows the nursery rhyme, your knees crack when you wake up in the morning. So, yeah. Also, shout out to me, shout out to Eli, and shout out to the AI. Like I said, the only reason I leave them here because they do affect the algorithm some kind of way because we're getting spied on by Russian sex bots. I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Doing all our work for us.
Exactly. Yeah, we're back with the episode, and we had a light episode, but we got a big episode, so we're going to jump into this big, girthy, big bone episode, and we're going to start off with can we say legend? Can we say legend, Eli? I guess we can say legend.
To some, probably, yeah.
To some, let's see. We up to the debate. We'll see how it goes. Want to say rest in peace to Norman Lear. Now, if you know who Norman Lear is, your knees definitely
your knees, yeah. You got bad knees.
You got bad knees, definitely got bad knees. But yeah, want to say rest in peace to Norman Lear. Like I said, he has been in the TV game. Here's the thing: Norman Lear died at 101 years old. I didn't even know he was still alive until they did a Jefferson's live. You know, they've been doing like live shows.
Yeah,
and he was there. He was there in the crowd. I'm like, how the fuck is he still alive?
Yeah,
but
they did a bunch of them, like All in the Family and Different Strokes and Facts of Life, like a bunch of his shows. Yeah, Good Times, yeah,
they're doing like live, and whatever happens, just happens. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
So rest in peace to Norman Lear, like I said. And I guess we got to just name a bunch of shows that he did because, like I said, he's been in the game for a long time. So I guess we could say his most popular show he ever did was All in the Family, which probably his first show, I think. Maybe
I don't know.
Let's say it was.
Yeah, sure.
We may or may not.
The one that we know of.
The one that we know of. Like I said, All in the Family. Of course, everybody knows Archie Bunker. Archie Bunker was just that guy. He was that racist asshole, but the lovable racist asshole. You know why people love Archie Bunker? Because everybody caught it around Archie Bunker. He discriminated, but he didn't discriminate. Everybody caught it. It didn't matter who you were, what race, what side, whatever like that. You caught it around Archie Bunker.
Yeah.
And plus, the more the show went on,
he was an equal opportunity bigot. Yeah.
Right. Whatever that's supposed to be. Yeah, that's the thing of it. But the thing is, we do have to talk about that. So even if you didn't watch All in the Family, you wasn't aware of All in the Family. However, All in the Family had a spinoff show, which was Good Time. Well, no, Jefferson. Sorry about the Jefferson. Now, a lot of people don't know that Jefferson was a spinoff of All in the Family because Florida was a maid on All in the Family. And then, matter of fact, George Jefferson on there too. They were just like the neighborhood. They were the neighbors like during the late season. George Jefferson hit the lottery. Boom. They moved on up to the big time. Beans don't burn on the grill. Is that the right song? Yeah,
that's the Jeffersons. Yeah, moving on up. Yeah,
moving on up.
Come on, man.
Okay. I want to make sure, man. Here's my black card. Here's my black card. There you go. Just hand it over to the end of the show. Okay. All right. Next show. What we're going to talk about? Okay, so we talked about Archie Bunker, and he was an extremist, right-wing, racist, bigot, whatever you want to call it. Let's go on the opposite side of that. Another Norman Lear show, Maude. Now, I wasn't too up on Maude too much, but
yeah, me neither.
Right, but one thing we do got to talk about Maude, we got to talk about B. Arthur. B. Arthur was on Maude. That's really where she made her name. Also, if you look at the D on Maude, you see what that is. That's a symbol for the female symbol.
Oh yeah.
And that's what the show was about. So if you had Archie Bunker on this side, Maude was on this side, and they talked about like some real stuff back in the 70s. They talked about women's rights, sexuality, being single. There was even an episode about abortion back in the 70s on there. So they really went there with that one. But here's the thing. For those that did watch Maude, we know there was only one reason you really watched. Or should I say two reasons? Here's the thing. It was the 70s. So
damn, I better go watch that because I never watched Maude.
You never watched Mod. That was the only reason people watch Mod. That was the only reason. Each season, her t-shirts got tighter and tighter. That's Adrienne Barbeau for people who don't know. That's probably.
Oh yeah, I know who that is.
Where she got her name from. I know you know who that is.
Yeah.
Jake, what's going on, Jake? Yeah, we've been.
Oh, Jake's in the house. What up, Jake?
Jake's in the house. Jake, we've been
Jakey
gone for a minute. We're back.
What it do?
No, we did not beef. We did not fall out. It's not on site when I see Eli and like that. No, we just had to take care of stuff. That's all. So, like I said, we talk about Norman Lear for the young ones like Jake. You know.
Like well, the thing about All in the Family, like, yes, Archie Bunker's character was like a conservative prick, but his family were like Edith and his daughter and then Meathead. They were like more liberal, like, you know, more left leaning. And so that's what the show was those discussions. Right. It was basically Facebook threads, but on TV show, you know,
comment section, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Because they tackled all sort of social issues of the time, which are pretty much still relevant today, you know.
Right, but I mean, they shocking back then. Like,
they dealt
like sitcoms just didn't talk about that stuff.
Yeah, they were dealing with the Vietnam War and the military, and you know, racism and classism. Because the Jeffersons were characters on All in the Family, and Archie and George were always argue, you know. And they dealt with like the gay community, the trans community. I mean, they dealt with all those issues that we deal with today, but this was back in the 70s and shit. So
right, when you really didn't talk about this stuff, especially on primetime TV, that could get you shut down, you know.
Yeah.
But they went there. Like I said, Ma was probably one of the shows that didn't last as long as the other ones. But the reason it didn't last was because they had such controversial topics, you know, because it was on it. But the thing about Ma, but the main thing, other than what we talked about with Mod, there was another reason Mod was popular because it also had another spinoff show, Good Times. So the same
really
thing, like yes, Good Times was a spinoff of Mod because Florence was a maid on there, and the main Big Jefferson.
I did not know that. I did not know that, actually.
Yeah, she was a regular on the show. She's a regular on the show. They had storylines with Florida on Mod.
Esther Roll was on Mod?
Yes, she was a regular on there. Like
I did not. Like see, I didn't. Mod was a little bit like the only reason why like All in the Family was popular for a long time, even into the 80s. So I remember the reruns and Good Times and the Jeffersons. So I do remember those, but I don't think I've ever watched Mod ever.
Yeah, I don't think I did either, but I watched a few episodes. But like I said, Eli, I'm giving you two reasons to watch it. So there you go.
I will go back, and just because I'm such a fan of Adrienne Barbeau. Yes.
Right,
Swamp Thing, motherfucker.
Such a talented actress. You know?
That ties to comics. She was in the first Swamp Thing movie.
Oh, so you know what ties to comics? She was the voice of Catwoman on Batman animated series.
There you go. She was married to John Carpenter. You know.
There you go. Also, like I said, we keep going down the road about Norman Lear's shows. Like I said, we got to talk about Sanford and Son. We got to. Oh, you noticing
he did that too?
He did.
Damn, I didn't know he did that too. Holy shit!
Now, I do want people to understand for Sanford and Son that Sanford and Son is American localization adaptation of a British show called Steptoe and Son.
Okay, so I didn't know.
They brought Steptoe and Son over there. They didn't even want Red Fox over there. They just thought Red Fox was funny. It's not on here. But here's the thing. They thought Red Fox was too young to play Fred Sanford. So in the first couple seasons, they actually dyed his hair. They made him look older because they thought he was too young to play the role. So Red Fox actually younger than what he was. But that's the thing. He did that. And plus, they said Norman Lear had his hands in other shows like Silver Spoon,
Different Strokes, Facts of Life.
Yes. It's one 227. I already had something to do with 227. So
did he? Okay, yeah.
That's what I'm hearing. Yeah. So basically,
Jack, did you watch? Because I remember like you mentioned before, like a couple years ago, they took a bunch of Norman Lear shows and recast them and did them in front of a live studio audience. They were all on Hulu. They did the Jeffersons, All in the Family.
They're on Disney Plus right now. Yeah.
Yeah. Different stroke. Like Kevin Hart played Arnold.
Yeah.
And Damon Wayans was Willis. You know.
Yeah. And I think Jamie Foxx was George Jefferson.
Jamie Foxx was George Jefferson. Wanda Sykes was Wheezy. Viola Davis.
So whatever they messed up, they just went.
Yeah, Viola Davis was Wheezy. No, was Flo on Good Times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did
so
she do the damn James thing on that?
Yeah. So they did a bunch of them in front of a live studio audience. Like Woody Harrelson was Archie Bunker.
Yeah.
Marissa Tomei, I think, was Edith. So they did it in front. Yeah, but I remember they had Jack K from 227 on one of them. She played somebody on one of the shows.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So that's the thing. So I didn't know he had a hand in that. So basically, what I'm saying is that all the black shows that were created like the 70s, 80s, like that, Norman Lear made them. So yes, that also means that all the black shows had white writers. But hey, what you gonna do? Tyler
he kicked open the door. He kicked open the door.
Was a thing back then. So Martin Lawrence wasn't a thing back then. So
yeah.
So yeah, that's why I had to give a shout out to Norman Lear. When I want to start going down that rabbit hole, I'm like, damn, he did this, damn, he did this. And honestly, it's more stuff we can name. I'm just not gonna go. I think we named enough. One day at a time. Jake, how you know about One Day at a Time?
Did he do that too?
Yeah, he did. I think both versions because they remade it in Netflix. I think he made that too.
Good Times.
No.
Janet Jackson was a Penny on Good Times.
Yeah, she was Penny on there. Got burned with an iron on there. Sad episode. But yeah. But yeah, that's like I said. Rest in peace, Norman Lear. Like he did all that.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Good journey. Good sir.
Good journey. Okay, so now is he a legend, Eli? Because you were hesitant to give him that title.
Well, I guess. I mean, we know who he is. Right. I'm not sure if like the younger generation does, but
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Jake, he did both. He did the first version and the second version. Yeah. One Day at a Time.
Yeah.
And the second version was on Netflix. So yeah.
Yeah, he basically brought socially conscious TV to American audience, primetime audience.
Because everything was Dick Van Dyke and Leave It to Beaver and stuff like that. Then he
Westerns and shit. Yeah.
Westerns. So he brought Archie Bunker and just opened the doors up to him. So
Bonanza and
right. So one more thing before we get out there, because we're gonna talk about the Jeffersons, right? For people that don't know, on the Jeffersons, the lady on the far right, that's Roxy Reynolds, that's Lenny Kravitz's mom.
Yeah, so, that's Lenny Kravitz's mom. Yes.
Yeah. So all right. So
she was married to a white dude. What was his name? Lionel?
That's how she got the role on the Jeffersons, because they didn't think that she was believable that she could be married to a white man. Then she pulled out her photo of her husband and her kid. Bam. Okay, got the role.
Yeah. So I was like, I think the first interracial couple on TV ever.
I think so. Yeah, it was a big thing back then. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
70s. This was the 70s. Yeah.
70s was wild, man. All right. So now let's talk about Deadpool. We're gonna talk about some leaks because we've been talking about leaks because these leaks have been out of control. Every time you turn around, I've seen pictures with Deadpool versus John Wick. I've seen Deadpool versus Batman. Leaks all over the place. Matter of fact, and everybody's being in Deadpool. Eli, what was that dude? Billy Butcher from The Boys. He's in it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're saying X-23 is in it. I just got another announcement. This guy's going to be in it. He's supposed to be playing. Why, Eli, why'd you tell us? Eli, why'd you tell us, man?
Man, I can't. I'm under contract now.
You got Disney snipers on you right now. So here's the thing. So Ryan Reynolds decided to join in on it too, because Ryan Reynolds is always going to be Ryan Reynolds. So he decided to jump into it. And he decided to post his own Deadpool leak. So what did he post on his own page? Predator. He's got it with Mickey Mouse right next to him getting the bag. He even got him fighting Urkel. So yeah. So that's why I love Ryan Reynolds doing this shit. But he also posted under there. He was like, "Y'all, please stop posting leaks, like real leaks." So some sites are out there saying that they're not going to post any more Deadpool leaks. Even if they get their hands on them, they're done posting Deadpool leaks. They're done. So thank you, internet. Y'all finally show a conscience for once. I'm proud of the internet for once. One day. So yeah. Is that which version of the wrestler guy? What wrestler guy? I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway.
The which version of the wrestler guy?
Is that what he said? I don't know. The which version of the wrestler guy?
Sorry, I missed that one.
I don't know. McFly.
We're showing our age again. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah. Bueller. Yeah.
All right, Eli. Like I said, we had enough fun. Now we're going to lighten the mood a little bit. We're going to let you jump in before I jump in. So I know Grand Theft Auto is on there. I am going to talk about Grand Theft Auto, but we won't, because Eli saw something seconds before we started recording. So that's what we're going to jump into that. So
yeah, I was trying to get my geek on and contribute to this episode since I'm really not.
Just me talking about bullshit all day.
It's like, what am I going to talk about? Nothing. Okay, so I decided to watch a movie.
Hey, he said you look like Roman Reigns. I can see it.
Roman? Oh, me? Oh, well, thank you. Thank you.
The bloodline.
No, I got to watch A Merry Little Batman. It's a Christmas Batman movie, Christmas Batman cartoon that popped up on Prime. I had no idea that this thing existed till like a couple days ago, where it just sort of popped up on my feed saying, check out this movie on Prime. I'm like, oh, really? You know? And then I forgot till today. I was like, oh shit, I should check this out. I asked you about it and you didn't even hear of it. So
no. I mean, the thing, I heard about the trailer. I did see a trailer for it, but then I forgot about it afterwards. Like never thought about it again. So, until you reminded me a few seconds
ago.
I
was like, well, shit, I'll give it a whirl before we record and, you know, do my part. So I got to watch this, and this was just a cute little kids cartoon, Batman. It's actually about Damian. It's kind of like a Home Alone version with Damian. It starts out in the Wayne Manor, and then he ends up going out into the city. So yeah, it's basically Damian Wayne, not Damon Wayans.
You want to say Damon Wayne? Major pain.
Yeah. Damian Wayne. He's a little kid, so it's before he's a little prick. It's before he's a spoiled little brat. He's still like I think he's like 8 years old.
I like it when he's a little spoiled prick.
Oh well, he's not. He's the total like precocious, lovable, little adorable little shit who wants to be just like his daddy.
Damn, give me asshole Damien, man.
Yeah, sorry. This is little precocious Damien. So it's before he finds out who his mom is and that he's like, you know, heir to the throne of the league and all that shit.
So he doesn't know that Batman is Batman or Bruce Wayne is Batman.
Yeah, well, he does know. He does know that Batman is Batman. Right. Yeah. But anyways, Batman goes on a mission. And then Damian sends Alfred out to go get marshmallows for Coco. And while he's home alone in Wayne Manor, burglars break in. So like the first half of the movie is like Home Alone. He's setting booby traps. He's beating the shit out of them. But then they steal the Batman's utility belt. And then he goes out and, you know, basically chases after him. And then he encounters all the Batman villains and shit like that. And, you know, and it turns into this wacky, wild kiddie adventure, Batman style. And it's just cute fluffiness, you know. It's very cartoony. It looks like the Rugrats or, you know, SpongeBob, that kind of animation, that Nickelodeon animation. You know, Courage the Cowardly Dog. You know, Batman looks like the Tick. You know, like if the Tick was in the Batman suit, he's got a big giant chin and shit. Yeah, yeah, Spoon. That's all. It's like, or Teen Titans Go. It's very fluffy and pretty much meant for kids. There are some. It gets meta. It's not as like adult humorous like the Harley Show. You know what I mean? It's not that potty humor or like adult humor. It's more.
They all don't need to be there. It's okay for superhero shit to be catered to kids.
Yeah, and this is pretty much
we get where that's wrong for it to be, you know.
Yeah, this is basically for kids. It has its moments where I did laugh. You know, it has a lot of meta references to, you know, deconstructing the Batman myth and shit. I think I laughed most with Commissioner Gordon. Like Gordon's just like, hey, there's a big crime wave going on, Commissioner, and he's okay. I'll just call in Batman, and he just hits the bat. He just presses, and he sends he's like lighting up the bat signal, fa la 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 la, and then he just kicks back. He puts his feet up on the desk, and you see out the window the whole city's on fire, and he ain't doing shit. That made me laugh. That legitimately made me laugh. But yeah, it's just a cute, fluffy Christmas movie. with Batman shit. So yeah, if you want to watch some fluffy superhero shit for Christmas, a holiday superhero thing with your kids, check out what's it called? Merry Little Batman.
Merry Little Batman. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it is peculiar that there's a Batman cartoon now, and it's not on HBO Max. The people that own Batman.
I did notice that. Yes.
Yeah. What I've been hearing, I don't know, that Zaslav dude, that Discovery guy, whatever like that, he's just selling shit, doesn't care, like selling this. I think like all the Snyderverses on Netflix and shit like that. Like he don't want to just keep everything on HBO. Like if it makes money, sell it. I don't care.
And from what I understand, this is supposed to be like the start of a Bat Family cartoon series.
Is it? Okay.
That's what I hear, and it's made by the guys who did like Regular Show are like doing this. So, so yeah, if you've seen Regular Show, you know what you're getting into. So the Regular Show version of Batman. So that's what this is.
Nice. Okay.
So yeah, I'll give it a 3 out of 5. It's cute and fluffy, and like a warm cup of cocoa.
Nice. Okay. So yeah, now we can talk about GTA 6, the trailer. Like I said, we knew it was coming out this week because they've been announcing it all this time. Oh, Eli, I'm echoing. I don't know if like I said, we're talking about GTA 6, but now we're finally doing it, and they actually leaked a little bit earlier, but now we're going into it. So the thing about GTA 6 is that these are the 2 new people announced to it. I think the name is Lucia and Jason, I think, or Jake. I don't know, whatever like that. So
Jack and Diane,
Queen and Slim, whatever. Bonnie and Clyde. I think they showed the Queen and Slim thing. I think it's the exact same pose. I think from there, it doesn't matter. It's whatever. Yes, and we are back in Vice City, which we kind of knew that. So yeah, so that's the big thing going on right now. And just like Eli, anytime, because like you said, you see one half of it. You finally are a female protagonist in a GTA movie, GTA video game. So the usual crowd came out. Oh no, we got a woman playing in GTA. Oh no, you got black people in GTA. Everything's so woke. Like, really?
They didn't play San Andreas?
Right. That's my thing right there. And see, here's my thing about this. What we don't need to do is, first off, it's a new year in a few weeks. So woke needs to die with 2023. Nobody should use that word anymore after 2023 is over. So New Year's Eve, get it out the system, be done with it, because I don't want to hear that shit ever again, because y'all have ran that shit into the ground. So
it's pretty much lost all meaning.
It's lost all meaning. Y'all have killed all meaning for it. So yeah, no more woke, because everything is woke with you guys. Now, if everything's woke, nothing's woke, because y'all telling me just because there's a woman and black people, that means everything's woke. That didn't even make any sense. But here's the thing: as soon as they saw that, the same people that are saying that, oh, they got a woke female, then when they see this shit, they're like, oh, wait, maybe I was too harsh. Maybe I should dial it back. So my thing is this: the people that are, nobody cares whether or not you're playing as a woman in Grand Theft Auto. You know why? Because video game players don't care. We were raised on female characters. We had Miss Pac-Man. We've always had
Metroid.
Metroid,
motherfucker.
Boom, Metroid, motherfucker. For those that didn't beat the end of the game, she takes her ass as a female. She looked like Brie Larson. So yeah, Tomb Raider. Shit.
Yeah, no shit.
Exactly.
Claire Redfield.
Yeah, Legend of Zelda.
Resident Evil.
I know that's a dude, but he looks like a girl, so I'm counting him. Legend of Zelda. And we can talk about Chun-Li. Now, here's my thing, Eli. Now, Chun-Li is actually not my favorite female Street Fighter player. It's actually Makoto. I had to pull some footage of it. I did this shit back in 2010 or some shit, So that's my
Is this
favorite.
you playing?
Oh, hell yeah. I don't play nobody else, man. It's always, nobody's getting sued by me. I got to show my footage whenever I get a chance. So, yeah. And the funny thing is, anytime, because when I always play, I play with Makoto. And whenever I pick her up, anybody playing me know I'm serious. I'm about to beat your ass now. And anytime I win, I always say the same thing. I did it for daddy. Because that's a win quote. So yeah. So that's all I'm saying. So all that woke shit y'all say like that, shut the fuck up, because we all know where that's coming from. These right-wing YouTubers that are trying to make money, that are just grifters, and they're trying to do anything they can to sell. Because Eli, I started digging into it. You know how much these dudes like how many views they get for saying dumb shit like woke this, woke that, all stuff like that. They get 1 million views a hit. They get 1 million views every time they do this shit. And they make like 6 videos a day just saying woke, 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 woke. And it's 1 million views again. That. Like, that's why they do this shit. So they brainwash these dumbass people that don't know any better and thinking they actually mean this shit, but they don't give a fuck about this shit. They're just saying it because you're making them money. But in actuality, no one cares about this shit. You can't say this shit in the real world like, I'm not playing GTA because a woman playing it. Like, really? You sound like a dumbass. That's what you sound like. So because we talk about GTA, like when people want to talk about when GTA got woke, they got woke 14 years ago when they made the Ballad of Gay Tony. Yes, that is a real game that you can download and play. Or they got woke when they had Trevor in these games. Because Trevor, who was a playable character in GTA 5, fucked everything. I mean, anything, any and everything. Did not care if it had a hole, he was sticking his dick in it. That was one of the side missions. So yeah, so that's my thing like that. So, but my thing about this, the Eli, even though we're talking about Vice City, this is not like a Vice City remake or anything like that. This is Florida. What they're doing, they're making Florida. And when we talk about Florida, we talk about Florida because you know how crazy Florida gets. So, like I said, they got so any crazy Florida man story, GTA has access to that shit. So,
I gathered that this was like Vice City modern day.
Modern day, yeah. Like basically, like let's make Florida. That's what they're making. Like you got Miami, you got the crazy shit. You can twerk on a car. People got upset over this shit. Kids shouldn't be playing this shit. No, kids should not be playing this shit.
We've been saying that since part 3.
Exactly. Rated M. Kids should not be playing this shit. So yeah, and there's so many Easter eggs. They got gators going through the stores and shit like that. So yes, that any crazy Florida shit they're gonna be able to do in this game. So this is Florida the video game.
Yeah,
you sold me with that alone.
Yeah, you can carjack people, and they're worried about asses.
You're right. You're worried about the wrong thing. So yeah. Oh man, so that's all I got to say about that. Of course, but here's the thing: I was excited until they got to the very end, Eli, when they said the game is not coming out until 2025.
I heard that too. Like, damn, that's a while.
That's a while. So, and we don't even know if we're talking early 2025. Or
are they going to have another? Are they having like the PS6 or 7 by the?
Maybe we're gonna release it for that shit, you know. So they might be preparing for that shit. And then on top of that, they did not announce a PC version. So now I got to play this shit on a PlayStation? I can't do that. I can't do it. No. I feel like this game, just the footage alone will blow up a PlayStation, especially a PlayStation 5. So they might be waiting for the PlayStation 6 for this shit to come out. So yeah, because that might be this time by 2025. So it might be 2 years until we get the chance to play this game.
Well, because what was it? Was it Cyberpunk? Was that the game that like crashed the PS4 or whatever?
Yes.
Yeah,
like and people tell like, don't play this shit on a PS4. Get you a new system.
Yeah.
So, but people don't listen. So that's my thing right there. So yes, GTA
but like I said last week, my kid wiped a hard drive with his Xbox to play 5.
Right.
You know, and that pissed me off.
Because 5 eats up so much memory. That's the thing on this.
I'm like, what the fuck? Don't you got this is you have the disc. Why do you need to wipe my whole hard drive for this shit?
Wait, does he play GT online? Does he play online?
Well, yeah. I mean, he did. Yeah. I mean, this was like a few years. I mean, when 5 first came out, you know, this was on the Xbox. Was it the 360 or the 1?
Whoa, really? The 360?
It was a while ago.
It was on the 360. It was on the 360.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a while ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a good 10 years ago. Shit. That's just like 10 years ago, man.
Yes, the game is 10 years old. Yes. It's crazy. That's how long GTA 5 been out. So, yeah. So, like I said, I'm excited for it, ready to play it. But since I can't play it till maybe a year or 2 from now,
the next decade.
Now, another decade, I'm just deleting it. So, there's no reason to just think about a game you can't play. So, just forget about it. I've just deleted it. I didn't see it. Don't know anything about it. So, yeah. Not going to torture myself. So, yeah. Now, that means they can move to the video game section.
I thought we were already there.
This wasn't the video section. This was the video section pre-game. Now we're in the video game section. Okay, we got to talk about Blade.
Oh yeah. That's
Yeah, we
right.
got to talk about Blade. Yes. So the thing about Blade, okay, so everybody having fun with your Spider-Mans and your Spider-Man 2s and your Miles Morales, something like that. Guess what? The Xbox strikes back. Because guess what? This Blade game is Xbox exclusive. Ooh. So now you got something that actually plays. So Marvel is spreading the love with everybody. So yeah, they didn't get much footage about it. It was just like one clip. Blade was in a barbershop killing a vampire, I think. I don't know what the fuck he was doing. All that matters is that he looked cool. I just want to see him just whoop ass. And the game will probably come out about the same time as the movie. No, that movie's never coming out. Never mind.
Or is this the movie they were working?
What do you mean will be, Jake? Oh, shit. So that's my thing about that. So you got Blade over here, you got Spider-Man over here. Hopefully Blade is as good as Spider-Man, so Xbox people have bragging rights.
Well, that'd be cool. Yeah. Okay.
No, I'm just saying because it's sad right now, man. You go online right now, like I said, we're getting close to Christmas. PS5s are sold out everywhere. Meanwhile, you view the stock of an Xbox, they're like 60 in stock. Nobody wants anything to do with them. They don't even want to touch them. They took $100 off. People still don't want to touch them. Plus, we got a Logan. Logan games on PlayStation, so yeah.
Yeah. So, well, if they make Blade like open world and shit, and you get to drive around in his Barracuda, that'd be dope.
Just Devil May Cry. Just make it Devil May Cry. That's all I want.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. I'm sold.
You can't fuck that up. You can't.
Yeah. If you can fuck, whip ass like Dante, that'd be dope.
Yeah, just do that. So, have a driving scene. Driving scene when he's in that Dodge Charger, killing vampires and shit. You got your game. That's it.
Yeah, there you go.
Will it be the Spider-Man killer? I don't know. Matter of fact, let me talk about Spider-Man for a second. The Game Awards with this week, Spider-Man 2 didn't win. And I think, like, how did Spider-Man 2 didn't win? I'm wondering if they're knocking the game because it is kind of too close to the other Spider-Man games. Like, it almost like they kind of barely upgraded some shit.
What did win? StarCraft, or what's that shit called?
You know what's funny? Starfield didn't even get nominated.
Starfield. Oh,
it didn't even get nominated. I was so happy about that. I was like, thank you. Do not nominate this piece of shit game. Jake, I'm all over it. I'm all over, Jake. I'm all over. When that game drops, I will be Twitch streaming on this channel. Follow me. I will do it. Yes, I'm waiting for the game. It drops, I think, February 2nd. So yeah.
That didn't come out yet? Oh, that was Gotham Knights.
That was Gotham Knights. Nobody was talking about the game. No, Suicide Squad was made by the same people that made the Arkham games. That's why I know this is going to be good. Yeah. So
okay, that's cool.
All right. That being said, we move on to the next part of the podcast.
Sure.
Okay, like I said, it's comic book bullies. We're talking about comic books, and Eli, I'm gonna let you jump into it because you got a plethora of stuff to talk about.
I don't, but sure.
Okay.
Well, fuck it. I'm just gonna do my book of the week because that's all I really care about.
Already? Okay, let's. You gotta say it. You don't have to say it. You don't even have to say it. Boom. There you go. I already knew this was what it was gonna be. So.
Yeah, Transformers #3. Daniel Warren Johnson on the writing and the drawing, or pencils and inks. This is dope. This was a great issue. So basically, this is an adult version of G1 Transformers. It's the same, like that old cartoon, the old comics. Transformers come down from Cybertron. They wake up on Earth millions of years later, all that shit. Same story, only it's brutality and bloody and really violent, and giant robots are stomping on people and shit. It's ripping people apart. It's so brutal and violent. And Daniel Warren Johnson is really good with drawing action. Very visceral, gritty action style that he has. And this is continuing. We have all the same characters. Sam and his dad is, and all that shit. There is a new, I can't remember her name. Sam's friend, female character. So it's all woke and shit. So fuck this shit.
A girl?
A girl in a comic? What the fuck, man? I thought this was America. I thought there was a man in the White House. Is this commie shit? Anyways, in this issue, her dad, she finds out her dad got killed by, I believe, Starscream. And the people are in the town are like, holy shit, we're being attacked by giant robots. So they're starting to fight back and shit. So Skywarp, one of the other jets, shows up and starts fucking up the town. all the people with their guns, they start shooting at him. Optimus Prime shows up, and they're like, "Hey, it's another giant robot. Shoot him!" So the humans are just shooting at all the robots. They don't understand that, the Decepticons and the Autobots, that the Autobots are good guys. So they start shooting at Optimus Prime, kind of distracting him. Skywarp ends up fucking up Optimus Prime's arm, like shoots his arm and shit. No, one of the army guys fires a missile launcher and fucks up Optimus Prime's arm. Fucks him up. And then Skywarp starts whooping his ass, but then Optimus Prime pulls off his fucked up arm and starts beating the shit out of Skywarp with it. It was fucking awesome.
Why you had him pull off his arm and beat him with? Can you just smack him with his own arm?
I guess he could, but I don't know. Bounce. I don't know. It's just Daniel Warren Johnson loves weaponry and like old timey weapons and shit.
It's the rule of cool. It don't have to make sense as long as it's cool. That's all. Okay.
Yeah, his arm's just all fucked up and dangling and shit. So he just grabs it and starts beating the shit out of Skywarp and shit. But then the humans start shooting at Optimus Prime again. And then Sam is like, "No, don't shoot him. He's a good guy. He's a good robot. Don't shoot this. Don't shoot Optimus Prime." But he ends up getting shot.
Oh, damn. Okay. Sam
gets shot. He's all bleeding out in the street. And then Optimus Prime like transforms into the truck and tells his dad, like, "Hey, I'm gonna take care of your boy." And that's where, to be continued. So yeah, this was just action packed. Like I said, it's the cartoon, an adult version of the cartoon, like for grown-ups, very violent and brutal. And Daniel Warren Johnson is killing it. So this guy, anything.
I know Gomer at This Geeks and Comics did. I know they did an hour and a half on this comic.
Yeah, right? This was great. I love this book. I've been loving this series. This is going to be on my top books of the year. It's only 3 issues in. So, so yeah, this is a 4 out of, or no, this is a 5 out of. Fuck it. Yeah, 10 out of 5.
First of all, it was already one of the highest anticipated books coming out. Like we already knew it was going to hit when it came out. Like, wait, they getting these guys to do it? This guy to do it? Robert Kirkman? Okay.
Yeah, this was awesome. This was dope. So yeah, my book of the week. Double thumbs up.
All right, hopefully this works. Okay. So, like I said, you did a Batman Christmas story. Now I'm going to do a Batman Christmas story.
I almost got this, but then I didn't.
You know it's on DC Universe, right?
I didn't.
I should have told you, but I didn't know if you were going to read it. I was like, I don't want to read this shit. So,
well, if it was free, I would have checked it out. Yeah, I thought about getting it, but like, nah.
Yeah, it was free. Yeah. So, all right. So so the book I'm doing now is Batman, Santa Claus, Silent Night. So notice I said Batman, Santa Claus, not Batman versus Santa Claus. There is a very specific reason why it's not called that, and I'm gonna get into that why. So yes, this is Batman teaming up with Santa Claus. I'll be honest with you, the book was awesome. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So yeah.
Is this your book of the week?
I think so. I think it is my book of the week. So yeah. Let's go to it. Okay, so the book starts off with Christmas carolers singing "Oh Holy Night," blah blah, whatever like that, and they get attacked by vampires. Yeah, and they get killed. So yeah, so Batman and Robin shows up, and Robin's just like, I guess people really don't like Christmas carolers, and Batman's like, Robin, don't say shit like that around other people other than me. So they finally get there, investigate the crime scene, and they've been drained of their blood, and they see footprints on the ground that looks like Man-Bat, but Robin is looking like, okay, yeah, they've got the footprint of Man-Bat, but Man-Bat doesn't drink blood. Batman, like, he doesn't drink blood, so obviously didn't do that. Meanwhile, the snowman is behind him, is glowing, and pops out the snowman, Zatanna. Because Batman called in an expert on this because he realized when you start dealing with supernatural shit, call in the leggy supermodel. So yeah, and there you go. So she does her investigation shit like that, and she realized, okay, it wasn't Man-Bat. These were the Drog. Now, if you know what the Drog is, then it means you have played God of War Ragnarok, because that's where they come from. They're from Norse mythology. So yeah, they were like the level 1 henchmen. So basically, they almost where vampires come from. They were like the very first vampires in myth, or whatever you want to call it. So they're like, we need to track them down. They get attacked again by the Drog. Batman starts beating the shit out of them. One of them gets away. One of them captures Robin. Batman tries to grab him, tell him to get loose. And when he gets away, then the Drog gets stabbed by a wooden stake. And who stabs him? Santa Claus, riding Prancer. Yes, and he's like, Well, it's about I look well, Batman. Yeah, it looked like I saved you again. And Batman's looking like, Chris, it's been a long time. And Robin's like, wait, is this who I think it is? And Batman's like, okay, remember I used to tell all you Robins how I like traveled the world and the globe, trained to be Batman and stuff like that. He was one of my teachers. They were like, wait, what? Santa Claus trained you? Like, yes, he was one of my masters, my sensei, my sifu. He was all that shit. So, and he's just like, okay, and one of the tricks he taught me, I still use it today. So now everybody on the internet is like, what the fuck did Santa Claus teach Batman that he used to this day? Like the sneaking away shit, like the disappearing shit that did he learn that from Santa Claus? So Santa Claus shows up and he knows everybody where they live. It's like Zantana Zatara from Fox, he says everybody, he ignores Robin, just walk past them. Like, Batman, I'm saving your ass again. He like, okay, look, we gotta go, we gotta take these guys out. So Nightwing and Batgirl, is that Batgirl? Or is that, yeah, that's Batgirl. Okay. They get attacked by vampires or Drog, whatever you want to call it. And that's when Santa Claus shows up and start ripping them apart and shit like that with Prancer's wooden, horns and shit, just tear them apart. And he knows Dick Grayson, knows where he's from, knows where he's good or bad, all this shit like that. And they fly in, and then Zatanna does a spell and just kind of like wishes them away to like a daylight time where they can't survive in the daylight, and the rest of them fly away. And Batman's like, don't worry, just like you trained me, Santa Claus, I tag one of them, So then Batman and Santa Claus go like to talk about what's going on, like where these people came from. And Zatanna's just like, and Robin's like, okay, why is Santa Claus an asshole? Is he supposed to be nice to kids? And Zatanna is telling them the origin of Santa Claus. Like, there's many people call him by many names: Santa Claus, Kris Kringle, Santa Claus, Father Christmas. But here's the real story. So he was this, woodsman that, used to carve up, things and stuff like that. But then monsters from Asgard, like Hydra, used to drop down to Earth and attack Earth, stuff like that. So the Asgardians would send their best warriors. They go on a wild hunt to hunt down the Asgardian monsters that was attacking the Earth. And notice there's lightning in the back because they're saying maybe another Asgardian hero joined in with them. I'm not naming names, maybe, But anyway, but Santa Claus always hunted this one particular monster called the Krampus. He always went after the Krampus. But the Krampus actually wasn't even really evil. All he wanted to do was just scare children. That's all. Didn't eat them, didn't attack them like that, just scare children. That's all he wanted to do.
Yeah, Krampus. That's what Krampus does. Yeah,
that's what Krampus. I'm okay. So you know more about Krampus than I do. I've heard the name before, but never knew what a Krampus was. So yeah. So since Krampus didn't kill people, Santa Claus didn't kill Krampus. He's like, I'm gonna just capture you and just take you back to Swarvelheim, the Dark World. He's gonna take you back there. So he take back to Dark World. All of a sudden, the Bifrost Bridge collapses. Maybe Ragnarok, maybe Wotan or Odin, as you would like to call him. Maybe he forgot them or just decided to abandon them. Whatever it was, Santa Claus and Krampus got stuck on Earth, on Midgard, if you want to call it that. So they're there. So since they're there, they decided to just live on Earth for centuries, just be there. So Krampus would always scare children, and to Santa Claus to apologize for him, since Krampus was always with him, he made the kids toys, to make up for what Krampus did. And that's the story. And Krampus and Santa Claus like, shut that shit up. I ain't doing any of that. And he was just like, but don't you have something to do later on tonight? Like Christmas? Nah, I ain't shit to do with that. That's nothing to do with me. That's nothing y'all made up. I'm just here to kill monsters. That's all I care about. And it was like, it must be Krampus. And he was like, Krampus is the hooves of that thing, the thing that you told me. So he's the one that's sending the drug after you, sending these evil vampires after you and attacking everybody. And that's when one of the drog like jumps out of him, and then a flower pops up and it's like a gift for you, 'tis the season. And that's when the flower spits poison on Zatanna. Reason because Krampus want to make sure he takes out Zatanna first. He didn't want a magic witch, coming after because it'd be too easy. And that's when he realized that he should have killed Krampus a long time ago, because Krampus is now sending all the demons that he didn't kill back on Earth. And he wants to take over Christmas to be his season. To be continued. Dun, dun, dun. So, yeah. So.
Oh, so this isn't a one shot.
This is not a one shot. There's another story. Yeah, there's another story coming after this. So I don't think DC is going to give that story to us for free, but it's another one. So, yeah, Santa Claus, Demon Slayer, Train Batman. Give it to me. I'm good. So yeah. Overall, I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. It was a fun read. It was just fun. Christmassy. I'm glad they didn't do Santa Claus 'tis the season. No, I'm glad they made Santa like Blade, Demon Slayer bad. It's basically Violent Night, the same thing. He was like a Viking warrior that went, decided to redeem himself. But yeah, so that's what we got. So all right. So what you got next?
I'll do this Daredevil number 4, the new arc by Solomon Ahmed.
Okay, thank God, because I thought for a second of John Romita Jr.
Oh no.
No, he just did the cover. Okay.
Yeah. So this is that, Daredevil, in the Zdarsky run, Daredevil died, went to hell to save the soul of his friend. But somehow he came back and he is now a priest at this orphanage. We don't know why, we don't know how, but yeah, he's alive again. And he's slowly starting to remember his life as Matt Murdock, his life as Daredevil, blah, 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 blah. In this issue, he is investigating this gang of dirty cops called the Heat. They're running guns and shit under the, what's the Kingpin's son? I forget his name. He's the new Kingpin. Anyways, so he's investigating that, but also Ben Urich is starting to write slanderous stories about the orphanage.
Now,
and
okay,
yeah, and Daredevil's like, what the fuck, Ben?
Mm-hmm.
So he goes and like interviews him, like, what's going on, Ben? You're like the most honest reporter I ever knew. Then he finds out that Ben is being possessed by a demon. So that's what's going on there. First it was Elektra, she was possessed by a demon. Now a demon is also possessing Ben. And of course Ben's just like, he's rolling up in a Lamborghini and shit. He's like, he's all about making money now and shit. Anyways, he finds, meanwhile, he finds out that some deal is going down with the dirty cop gang, the Heat, whatever they're called, the dirty cop mob, and the new Kingpin. He goes to the warehouse, the site of the deal, and he finds his Bullseye is already there fucking up everybody. Somebody has hired Bullseye to kill the new Kingpin. Daredevil, of course, fights. Is a cool action scene. That's probably the best part, is the big action scene. That's where we see Daredevil beating up, the cop gang, and then he starts fighting Bullseye. There's a cool scene where Daredevil punches Bullseye and knocks out his tooth, and his tooth is bouncing through the air, and then Bullseye
catches his tooth.
Yeah, flicks his tooth, flicks the tooth midair, and it ricochets off the wall and hits the fire alarm. So then the fire alarm goes off, and the loud noise fucks up Daredevil's senses and disorients them, and he's able to escape and shit.
Smart. That's smart. Okay.
Yeah. Then of course he finds Ben, rolling up his Lamborghini, and is like, "What's up, man?" And then he finds, it's like, he's a priest, so he pulls out his crucifix, and the power of Christ compels you, and exorcises the demon. Right. And that's kind of where it ends. So, I don't know. This is okay. I mean, I feel like it's kind of stalling. We don't know why Daredevil's alive or what happened. This is just him remembering shit. We still don't know why he's alive or what happened to him and all that shit. But other than this, I mean, it was some cool action. I just feel like they're trying to drawing out a mystery that you keep drawing it out. I'm going to start not giving a shit about it anymore.
Right.
So
there's many issues in, so yeah.
Yeah. So I'll give this a 4 out of 5 just for the cool action scene. But yeah, it's not a bad issue. It's just I'm waiting for the give me more info. I'm ready for more information by then. We're 4 issues in now, so let's get to it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Nice. Okay. All right. So last book I'm going to do is, and I wasn't planning on doing this, but I guess I decided to do it. Sentry #1. Now,
okay.
Now here's the thing. This is a reboot. This is the woke version of Sentry. Like I said, 2024.
The woman?
Oh, could be.
Lesbian?
Could be. Let's just check all the boxes. Let's just put them on there.
Vietnamese.
All you need to know, he's not a straight white guy. That's all you need to know. So there, you know, everybody's going to get upset over that because that's, remember, Sentry was the golden god before like that. But he was killed by Noel. You know, Noel is.
Oh yeah, Noel ripped his ass apart. That's right.
His ass. That was the last time we seen him. He was done since then. They haven't seen him since then. So there's a reboot of that. So yeah. So yeah. So let's just get to it. Let's just talk about, put him up there. Boom. So you got Noel. So you got a whole bunch of people back there. None of them straight white male. That's all I need to know. So that's why people are pissed right now. So let's get to it. Sentry. Oh no, let's not do that. Let's do this. Okay. All right. So Sentry. Now the book starts off actually with Jessica Jones. So yeah, so Jessica Jones started off. She set up an alien investigation. Now, for those that have keeping up, since Luke Cage is the mayor of New York, and for those who don't read the comics, Jessica Jones is married to Luke Cage. That means she's the first lady. So since she's the first lady, nobody wants to hire her as their investigation. So Luke Cage got the kids. They adopted one of Purple Man's kids. So that's, and you got Danielle Cage. She's there also. He's got the kids at the office while she's doing stuff. And that's when she hears this loud boom. She's like, oh shit, something's going on. Let me go investigate. So she like Hulk jumps over to the scene where everything's going on. She gets there, and you got this big building going right here, been smashed to pieces. You're like, what the hell happened here? So she does some investigating, but the police won't let them go there because remember, there's this superhero law that superheroes can't get involved with shit. So they won't unless you're like certified by the government, which Misty Knight is. So Misty Knight can investigate. So she's there with the ACD, the Aberrant Crimes Division or whatever, and she goes to investigate. So they go there, investigate, see the scene, tell people what's going on. She wants to know what's going on. She was like, we were in there, we saw the building collapse, and we got put out here. We don't know what happened. And then this one girl says, hey, my roommate, Mallory Gibbs, got tracked in there. Everybody's out here except her. Can you go find her? They're like, we're going to get on it. So Jessica Jones decides to go follow Miss Knight. Oh, and Jessica Jones don't like Mr. Knight because I think they both smashed Luke. So, you know, everybody always gets to it because of Luke Cage. I noticed that.
Like sands in an hourglass.
Exactly. Either
those are the days of our lives.
Exactly. Either he smashed somebody's wife or somebody smashed his girl's whatever. Anyway.
The Mr. Real Knight, Housewives of
right,
Hell's Kitchen or whatever.
All the basically this book stars Luke Cage chicks he smashed. That's what the book stars. So yeah. So anyway, she's doing her arm, she's scanning shit like that. The reason she's here because she's scanning traces of Sentry, his radiation level, his energy levels like that. She sensed it here. She sensed it here, and she also sensed it back in Ohio where he's originally from. So all the places where he's been, his energy is there. So even though the Sentry is dead because Noah ripped his ass in half, his energy lives on, and people are flying and people are absorbing his energy. So we need to get to the bottom and find out what's going on. So meanwhile, earlier that day, we meet Mallory Gibbs. So Mallory Gibbs has cerebral palsy. She worked, they don't say she works for the Daily Bugle, but she works for a news. So I'm gonna just say she works for the Daily Bugle. Anyway, all they have her doing is clickbait articles like, where does Spider-Man use the bathroom, man? What does Jessica Jones like to eat? They don't give her real stories to do, you know. But she wants to be a real reporter. So
you there? You there, Leroy? Leroy, did Leroy's computer cut out? I wonder if Leroy's computer cut out. He warned me about this, about how his computer tends to shut down when it overheats. Yeah, he's sending me a message now that he is he's asked to reboot his computer. So I didn't read this book, so I don't know what his score is, but the only other books I read that Thunderbolts #1, which was basically Bucky Barnes, Winter Soldier, getting together a new crew consisting of Sharon Carter, who's the Destroyer, Red Guardian, and some other people. The reason why I chose not to review it this week is because it's dealing with the current Captain America runs that I have not read. I haven't been reading. I've been kept up with the Captain America books, like the Sons of Liberty or Sentinels of Liberty or whatever. So it referred to a lot of things, story stuff in those Captain America runs that I'm not familiar with. So I was a little bit lost on Thunderbolts. So, hey, Leroy, you're back.
Yeah, I'm back.
Oh, I was filling in for you.
Appreciate it. Anyway, long story short, I'm gonna tell you what's going on. That chick is one of the sentries. There's another sentry. Okay, there is one guy. There's like 5 sentries now, and the evil one is the white guy. They need to know. So, and he's going around trying to kill other sentries to get the other powers. That's the story. So, yeah.
Okay.
So, honestly, it was pretty cool. I know I got cut off in the middle of it, but it was actually a pretty cool story. It was really, I like how the story introduces not these people we don't know. It doesn't do Jessica Jones and Misty Knight. So it's kind of like following them through the story. So it kept you engaged the whole time. Honestly, pretty good story. Give it a 4 out of 5. I'm going to keep into it. I know people are pissed. I know people want their golden god back. Honestly, I don't give a shit about Sentry. Never gave a shit about Sentry. But people need to know about Sentry that the thing about Sentry is that every good thing he did, bad shit happened with him. If he saves 5 people die. Just cause.
Is he the sad Superman?
Yes.
Or is that Quasar? No, who?
I guess. Quasar was just Quasar was like a Green Lantern ripoff, kind of.
Okay,
he was like
so
Superman, he was more like Green Lantern, but yeah.
Because isn't Sentry like is if the sadder he gets, the more powerful he gets? Is that him?
No, but no, it's just like he's got this evil version. You got the Sentry, you got the Void. So he's like got this dark side of him that tries to compete with him. So whatever he does, so if he saves a planet, the Void will blow up a planet. It's kind of like vice versa.
Probably thinking of someone else then. Yeah,
you might be thinking of someone else. So it's really like Sentry isn't even really a good guy. That's the thing. He's more like evil, bad. Like he rides the line. But anyway, the Marvel Universe was basically like, we rather have this guy gone because he fucks up more shit than he does save. That's why. Okay. But he was kind of interesting when Brian Michael Bendis got a hands on him. But that's about it. So it was cool. So
okay.
Anything else you got? Or because I know you're talking about Thunderbolts.
Yeah, I just like I try to that's the only other book I read. I read something else I can't remember now. But it was one of the Beast World tie-ins, the Waller book that was just way too weird. It was dealing with the
Did Tom Taylor write it?
No. Who wrote it? Was it Chuck Brown? It was one with the Black Justice League or whatever.
Earth 23? Earth 23 was in it? You should have told me that.
I don't know.
You have to know your Earth designations.
It was Black Superman. There was who else was in it? Yeah, and I can't. I'm not familiar with these guys. This is way too deep for me. I don't roll that hard with the DC universe.
Okay, you got to know your multiverse designation.
But it was dealing with the red and the negatives, not the negative zone.
Is it
the Phantom Zone or whatever? It was dealing with all the weird esoteric Swamp Thing, other realm shit. It got weird. It's just like, wow, this is really weird. That I just didn't get it. So that's why I didn't want to even mention it. So now I sound stupid.
Well, you making this Beast World thing sound interesting. I got to jump into this. So I'm gonna get caught up. Yeah.
But I thought it was going to be more, with Waller is in control of
Dr. Hate.
Shit. Yeah, Dr. Hate. And that's basically them. All these superheroes fight Dr. Hate. And it seems like it's like the launching point for like an all black Justice League. That's what it feels like. Like,
okay. But it's still multiverse shit. They bounce around, right?
I believe so. Yeah. I guess. I don't know. Yeah. It was dealing with the red because I don't know. I didn't read Nightmare or any of that shit or Night Terrors or whatever.
Because I know Vixen is tied to the red, so I don't know if that's gonna be a thing.
I think she was in it. Yeah, she was in it. A bunch of characters I wasn't really familiar with. So
like Vibe and shit.
Yeah, I don't think he wasn't in it. I can't remember that one guy. I can't remember the main guy who was in it. I forget his name. Sorry. That's why I didn't want to review it. So. Okay. Yeah, that's it. I'm booked out.
Okay. Like I said, if you listen this long, definitely like, share, subscribe. Next week, I think we're going to do it. Eli, I think next week we need to do our top 10 of the year.
Our top 10 next week?
Yeah.
We're not going to wait till after New Year's?
Why? Nah, look at this shit knocked out. Then New Year's, we move forward.
Okay.
No more woke. No more of this. We moving forward. We leaving all this shit behind.
Okay. Well, damn. I haven't seen a bunch of shit. So.
That's what I'm saying. Are you gonna be able to make a top 10 or?
I might maybe top 5, maybe.
You do top 5. I do top 10. We'll go with that. So
right.
I'll just knock out my top 10, my bottom half. Then we'll get a top 5. We'll slow it down and then we'll work our way from that. So
are we doing like movies, TV shows?
Not TV shows, because I watch too many TV shows, and the TV shows I watch nobody gives a shit about. So nobody gives a fuck about.
Are we doing comics?
11 and shit. We can do comics. Yeah, maybe not a top 10, but maybe like our notable ones, like ones we need to talk about.
Okay.
Hold on. What do we got here? We need more woke content. No, we after 2024, Jake. No more woke content. That's it.
Have you seen us? Have you seen us?
We are woke. Just being here make us woke. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's enough of that.
Shit. Like surprise, motherfucker. Oh yeah, so that's all we got, man. Like I said, we're gonna do our top 10. We'll knock some shit out. I kind of started forming my list, but I don't know where it's gonna finish off at. I'm gonna watch that Batman shit. I'm gonna watch some more Netflix shit, and I'm gonna be like, okay, that's on my list. I watched some shit last night.
Well, it's weird because like I spent the year. Like I rewatched Rebels, like all 5 seasons of Rebels. So that was like my summer. So I didn't watch Secret Invasion. I didn't watch Loki. I didn't watch what's the other.
You're fine. It's
yeah. I didn't watch any of the Marvel show. Barely. Wasn't there another Marvel show that I missed? I don't know. Probably. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But I didn't watch any of that shit.
Yeah. All I know is that every other year we used to do top 10 lists. It was easy. I used to do every superhero movie and Vin Diesel movie on my list. Eli would do every horror movie on his list, and that's it.
That's probably all I got is horror movies. I will have probably.
Was it enough that came out this year? That's the thing.
Well, I don't know. Most of the shit that I was excited for turned out to be just okay. Like, you know what I mean? Like there's only like a handful of horror movies that I saw. Yeah.
I don't know if I can wait that long, Jay. But you're right. I should put it on there, but.
Rebel Moon. Oh, that comes out. When does that come out? That comes out soon.
It's like 2 weeks from now. I can't wait. So
you can't wait. What if it's your number one, man? It'll be your number one.
It will be, but I can't wait that long. I gotta go ahead and make the list now. If it does make my list, then just whatever's my number 10, knock that shit down. Boom, put Rebel Moon number 1. So yeah.
Yeah, because I still haven't seen Godzilla.
Oh damn! You still haven't seen it. I forgot about that.
I haven't seen Godzilla. I haven't seen the Scorsese flick. I haven't seen a bunch of shit.
Jake, you missed our episode. Go watch the Godzilla movie. -1. Fuck any other Godzilla thing you heard out there right now. Go up, -1. Go see this shit. Matter of fact, it did so because the thing was Godzilla -1 was supposed to only be in the theaters for a week. They were going to put it in a week.
Yeah, it got an extended run. Yeah.
It got extended run because it did so well in the United States, so they said extended. So yeah, so I'm like, fuck yeah, go see this shit again.
Go see that shit in IMAX.
I'm gonna go see the shit in IMAX because I couldn't go see it first in IMAX because Beyonce was talking to the theaters. Now I go see it. So yeah, might go see it in D-Box. You know when guys are like stomping and shit, and you actually like feel the shit and
smell the smoke and shit.
Yeah, you know when they like he typhoon and shit, and they start throwing water in your face and shit.
Water in your face.
I might go do that. I don't know. So yeah, but I'm definitely gonna see it tomorrow, and then I'll finish on my top 10. So yeah. Oh, yeah, and honestly, Eli, that might be the last podcast for the year for us.
Okay, yeah, because like, doesn't Christmas and New Year's both fall on Sundays or something like that?
I think so. Well, we can do New Year's, but yeah,
because I ain't gonna do shit. I don't fucking.
I ain't gonna do shit either.
I ain't gonna do shit for New Year's.
We're gonna bring in the New Year's with a podcast, but technically it will be next year. So
yeah, technically,
yeah. So
yeah, December. Yeah, Christmas Eve is on a Sunday.
Yeah, Christmas Eve is on Sunday. Record on Monday. I'm gonna be gone. So yeah, so we won't record it.
And then New Year's Eve is on a Sunday.
Yeah, but we'll go. But you know us, we record on a Monday. Well, technically, it'll be New Year's.
Well, I'm in Cali still, so it'll still be
New Year's Eve for you. So
yeah,
okay. Time travel.
Yeah, I'll be you'll be future boy. Yeah.
Welcome to the future. I'll be like Mad Max and shit dressed like
Marty. I think this guy's life preserver.
welcome to the future. So
Yeah.
All right. So that's all we got. Check out this Geeksy Comics. Like I said, they're gonna talk an hour, no, 2.5 hours on that one Transformer comic that Eli just reviewed. They're gonna go on that. So yeah, and we'll go from that. Until then, this is Leroy.
This is Eli.
And we'll talk to you guys next week. Same bullet time, same